Donald Trump has stirred the pot once again, pushing the already fragile West Asia situation closer to the edge. Just when diplomacy seemed to be gaining traction, the United States launched fresh strikes inside Iran, reigniting tensions and rattling the region. So what's really going on? Is Washington working toward peace or trying to force it through firepower? Here are 5 key developments shaping the crisis right now. 1. Fresh US strikes inside Iran. American forces carried out overnight attacks in southern Iran near the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. According to Washington, the targets were missile launch sites and vessels allegedly laying naval mines, actions it claims were in self-defense. But there's a catch. A ceasefire agreed on April 8 is technically still in place. Iran has condemned the strikes as a clear violation and warned that the US will face consequences. Explosions were reported in Bandar Abbas, a crucial port city that sits at the heart of global oil transit routes, making it a high-stakes target. A quick reality check in a chaotic world. When global tensions rise like this, one thing becomes obvious. Opportunities, alliances, and influence are no longer limited by borders. Whether it's geopolitics or careers, who you're connected to globally matters more than ever. That's where platforms like Relate Zone quietly stand out, helping professionals tap into international networks, discover global opportunities, and build meaningful connections beyond their immediate circles. In a world driven by relationships and access, staying locally confined is no longer enough. 2. Iran claims it downed a US drone. Tehran says it shot down an advanced MQ-9 Reaper drone, one of America's most sophisticated unmanned aircraft used for surveillance and precision strikes. Not stopping there, Iran claims it also fired at another drone and even an F-35 stealth fighter. While Washington hasn't confirmed these claims, the message from Iran is unmistakable. The US won't act without paying a price.
3. War of words and negotiations continue. Despite the rising tension, talks between the US and Iran are still underway in Qatar. Both sides say they want a deal, but trust is in short supply. Iran accuses the US of sending mixed signals, talking peace while launching attacks. At the core of the dispute lies the Strait of Hormuz. Iran sees it as leverage. The US insists on keeping it open at all costs. Add to that disagreements over Iran's nuclear program, missile capabilities, sanctions relief, and billions in frozen assets, and the path to a deal looks anything but simple. 4. Israel ramps up pressure in Lebanon. The conflict is no longer confined to Iran and the US. Israel has intensified its operations in southern Lebanon, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowing stronger action against Hezbollah. The escalation has sparked fear on the ground, with civilians reporting anxiety and disruption as drones buzz overhead and strikes intensify. 5. Global markets react nervously. The ripple effects are already visible worldwide. Oil prices have surged amid fears of disruption in the Strait of Hormuz, while stock markets have dipped. Investors are caught between cautious optimism for a deal and growing fears of a wider conflict. The bigger question, what is Trump's endgame? His administration insists it wants a deal with Iran, but ongoing military strikes tell a different story. Is this strategic pressure to force negotiations or a risky gamble that could spiral into a broader conflict? Right now, the world is watching closely and nervously as diplomacy and escalation unfold side by side.
Look, I think our position is well stated. The president had a very important, I think, historic call just a couple days ago with a number of leaders from the region. I think there's strong alignment and agreement on what a preliminary draft should look like. I think that, like anything with something like this, it's going to take a couple days to settle on, even down to the disagreements over a word, sentence. So we'll have to work through that.